So hello students, welcome to science class. And in previous class we had learned about that digestion and different kinds of teeth, about different kinds of teeth. So now in buccal cavity, that tongue also there. So today I am going to tell you about tongue. So tongue, it means that tongue is a fleshy muscular organ, and it is attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity. So tongue is a fleshy muscular organ. It means bones are not there in tongue. So it is a fleshy and muscular organ, and it is attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity, and it is free at the front. It means it is attached at the back and free at the front, and can be moved in all direction because it is free at the front. So that we use our tongue for talking, and besides talking, that it is very helpful. It mixes saliva with the food during chewing. When we chew food, when you chew food break down into small and smaller pieces, and when saliva get mixed with it, it is softened. So it helps to mix saliva with the food during chewing, and helps in swallowing food after chewing. It helps in swallowing food, and we also taste food with our tongue. We can taste that many types of taste with our tongue, because on tongue only some taste buds are present, and it has taste buds that detect different taste of food. So we can see, this is the regions of the tongue for different taste. These are the regions. So the tongue is a muscular organ, and that helps to move the food in the mouth while chewing and it also helps in swallowing the food also. And it has taste buds that help us to sense the taste of our food, like different taste, like sweet taste, salty taste, sour taste, bitter taste. So for that, here one activity also given. Prepare a separate sample of each. It means sugar solution sweet, common salt salty taste, that lemon juice sour taste, juice of crushed neem bitter taste. So after that, you can with a toothpick you can take out that put this different solution in different regions of the tongue. So after that, you can identify that sweet, salty and different types of taste, and in which region you find this taste. So this way you can find this. Now next is food pipe or esophagus. And I told you that other name of food pipe is esophagus. So the swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus. When we chew the food into our mouth, and after chewing completed our food, we swallow the food, okay. Then the swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus. See, this is the esophagus, or we can say food pipe. So here that food passes through the esophagus and reaches in the stomach. So one more, that esophagus, it means that from the mouth that food enters the food pipe. From the mouth food enter the food pipe or esophagus. And the esophagus is what is esophagus? Esophagus is a muscular tube. We can say it is a muscular tube, and usually 25 to 30 centimeter long. This tube usually this is the 25 or 30 centimeter long, and the wave like movement, इसकी movement पूरी wave like होती. So the wave like movement of the muscular wall of esophagus helps to push food into the stomach. यहाँ से then in stomach. Now that when stomach, again after that your food reaches to the stomach. So again that the food pipe runs along the neck and the chest. So food is pushed down by movement of the wall of food pipe. Actually, this movement takes place through the alimentary canal and pushes the food downwards. नीचे की तरफ food को push करता है, and at a time the food is not accepted by stomach. What will happen? And again it upward. It pushes the upward. नीचे downward जाने की जगह पे वो upward जाता है, and the end is vomited out. So the stomach is a thick-walled, muscular, sac-like organ, and it secretes digestive juices like hydrochloric acid, mucus, 3 juices. So now the after that when we learn about stomach, so the stomach is a thick-walled bag. Its shape is like a flattened J. See that, you can see this. Its shape is like a flattened J, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It receives food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the small intestine at the other. Okay, so the inner lining of the stomach secretes 3 juices: mucus 1, hydrochloric acid 2, and digestive juices 3. Now the mucus protects the lining of the stomach. The acid kills many bacteria enter along with the food. Means see that whatever we eat, sometime by mistake some bacteria or some harmful bacteria or some germs also that enters in our body along with the food that we eat. Okay, so what will happen because of that? Hydrochloric acid kill this bacteria and make that food safer for us. And one more thing, it makes the medium of the stomach acidic and helps the digestive juice to act, and the digestive juice break down the proteins into simple substance. It means that first, what is the work of the digestive juice? The work of digestive juice is, so they are secreted by the walls of the stomach and contain pepsin. In the digestive juice, what is there? Pepsin. Pepsin digests the protein present in food into simple substance, and pepsin only digests the protein present in the food into simple substance. After that, work of hydrochloric acid. What is the function of hydrochloric acid? Hydrochloric acid provides an acidic medium for pepsin to act. In addition, it also kills the bacteria that could have entered with the food. Then third is mucus. The function of mucus, it forms a protective layer on the inner wall of the stomach. It secretes and make a layer on the inner wall of the stomach. Why? To prevent hydrochloric acid from damaging the wall, because it secretes hydrochloric acid also, and maybe hydrochloric acid will damage the inner wall of the stomach. So mucus make a layer on the inner wall of the stomach, so that wall prevents hydrochloric acid from damaging the stomach. And now from the stomach, the partially digested food is passed to the small intestine where it is further digested. Okay students, so here we completed that stomach also. Now that small intestine